I want you all to take a moment, please, and close your eyes. Now, I want you to imagine sitting at a table with 5 different people from 5 different countries who all speak completely different languages. So, now I want you to think about understanding what each person is saying. You wouldn't just be able to hear their words, you'd be able to understand and hear their ideas, their stories, and their emotions. That's the power and the wonderful thing about knowing more than one language. So much so that the University of Potomac even describes it as having a whole new literature in the palm of your hands. Now that you know that, I want you to imagine sitting there and still only being able to understand the words that come out of your own mouth. You see what you're missing out on? That's a bummer, isn't it? So, my goal here today is to show you why investing your time in learning a second or even that third language is one of the most valuable and life-changing decisions you could ever make in this ever-growing, interconnected world. Hi everybody, my name is Marvin Melendez and I am 17 years old and a full-time high school student. I personally know 2 languages, English and Spanish. And with me living in a super diverse community, knowing these languages helps me get by every single day and even grow closer to the people in my community. I want to show you that whether you're preparing for college, you're launching your career, or you simply just wish to connect with the people around you more deeply, adding another language to your skill set unlocks brand new opportunities for success and genuine connection. So, for this speech, I will be covering 3 main points. 1. The common misconceptions about language learning. 2. The real-world benefits. And 3. What would be lost if we stayed monolingual, that is, only knowing one language. First and foremost, I want to start off this speech by correcting some of the common misconceptions and excuses that stop people from learning a new language. Many people will say things such as, I'm too old, or I'm not smart enough, or maybe they just don't have enough time. But this is just simply false. Adults can and do learn new languages successfully with effective methods, including some very basic ones such as practice and consistency. In a 2020 Potomac College report, researchers found that older people have an even better reason to start learning new languages, as it can help prevent cognitive decline and increase creativity levels. With the given structured practice and feedback, adult learners can achieve fluency levels that are comparable to younger students within months. There are now free and low-cost apps, online tutors, and conversation exchange platforms that make studying the language an even more accessible thing than ever. For example, we have apps now such as Duolingo, Babbel, or even just Netflix with foreign subtitles. Learning this has never been more convenient. You don't need to travel to Paris or enroll in expensive classes to learn. Now you can just start learning Spanish while you're brushing your teeth, or just Italian while you're waiting for your DoorDash order. Now that we've proved these excuses wrong, let's turn to the benefits and rewarding outcomes of learning a different language. The National Institutes of Health found that multilingual people showed improved memory, attention control, and even problem-solving skills. One study cited in their article found that bilingual individuals had delayed onset of dementia symptoms by 4 to 5 years compared to monolinguals. So yeah, language learning could actually help keep your brain younger. Now, if that wasn't enough to convince you, consider this. Learning language boosts your creativity. According to the IDC blog, bilinguals scored higher than monolinguals on the Torrance test of creative thinking, a test that measures fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. So why, you may ask? Well, it's because speaking another language forces you to think in new ways, express old ideas differently, and even connect with entirely new perspectives. Not only does learning a new language give your brain a boost and enhance creativity, it also sharpens your analytical skills. Studies show that people who speak more than one language tend to make better, more logical decisions, particularly when they think in their second language. As the IDC blog puts it, bilinguals process information in a more logical fashion. So yes, learning Spanish might actually help you make better life decisions. Now, let's talk about jobs. Because while speaking another language might help you sound smarter and look cooler at parties, it can also look really good on your resume. According to Potomac College, bilingual professionals have access to more career opportunities and are in higher demand across industries. Think about it. In a global economy, employers want people who can communicate across cultures. Being bilingual could mean the difference between getting a job or just being the errand boy and going to get coffees for the big boss. In fact, according to the IDC blog, being multilingual doesn't just open the doors, it keeps them open. It can lead to job security, promotions, or even specialized roles in fields like government law, international business, and translation. At institutions such as InLingua in Washington, D.C., students can even prepare for official government language exams that can launch them into foreign service careers. You've seen the clear benefits. For those who aren't fully sold yet, we cannot consider the consequences of ignoring this opportunity and how being monolingual could limit our future. So, let's face it, not knowing another language in today's world isn't just inconvenient, it's super limiting. We live in a global society, and people who speak only one language can easily become socially and professionally isolated. Right here in the US, where we are surrounded by culture and linguistic diversity, being monolingual can keep you from fully connecting with your own community. It also makes travel feel like window shopping. You can see the culture, but you can't fully experience it. Part of my college explains that language skills open the door to deeper understandings, while a lack of them creates barriers where there could be bridges. Professionally, the cost is even greater. The NIH highlights how multilingualism has become essential to today's global economy, and yet those who speak only one language are often passed up for jobs that involve international communication or cross-cultural work. In short, staying monolingual could mean missing out on relationships, experience, and career opportunities. So, without knowing different languages, you'd basically just be creating barriers for yourself instead of bridges, and forming real connections, real jobs, real promotions, real advancement, real progress, So, here's what I want you to take away from this. Learning another language isn't just possible, it's totally doable for anybody, and it's super worth it. It sharpens your mind, it can boost your career, and it can even expand your social connections. But staying monolingual, that could mean missing out on opportunities, relationships, or even a deeper understanding of the world around you. So, here's what I'm going to ask you. I challenge you to commit to learning a new language this year. Maybe Spanish, French, ASL, or that could even be Mandarin. You can start small by downloading a free language app and committing to just 5 minutes a day. Because when you open your mind to another language, you can open the door to a world of brand new possibilities and success. Thank you for listening.